The sound of the silver trumpet from a pharaoh's tomb, buried in the earth 3,000 years, which after playing shatters and is heard no more. The sound of clapping hands to gain the ear of the god. Reverberations of the dragon gong to summon the Son of Heaven from his slumber. Attend and listen well. Here is our theme. Uncertain things which will not stay in place are pinned by ritual to the temple floor. Here is the one, and here are the many. The many become the one the many. Eidolos is one, and Eidolon the many. Riddle and ritual are earmarked for the purpose of unfolding the inner nature. Truth resides with the inner man. The rational day-to-day puts out the light and buries the embers in a deep and hidden tomb. The smaller self is the sepulchre in which the spirit sleeps. Our task is resurrection and completion. This we do or die. Death is slow and takes a lifetime. Life is gained only through many lives. Riddle and ritual, these are our two keys. These are the thoughts of our dear friend Apple, Apple of the Valley, Apples, who is possessed of more than a single being. You will soon be meeting him, and others also, friends on earth and in the other place. The other place is way beyond our world, but whether it is a physical or a mental or even a spiritual phenomenon, I can hardly tell. To you, it will not matter. Treat the whole exercise as a positive fiction. That is all I ask. Think of it, however, as a story with a meaning, and not as an idle tale to make the hours pass more quickly. If necessary, class it as a novel and read on, but not a conventional novel, rather an exploration. We shall adhere to the novelistic form, but with something extra added. There will be realism, thickly interlarded with fantasy, in the hope that both will invigorate each other. Either on its own is very dull and fails to catch the breath of life, the living wind with which we seek to fill our sails. The obvious facts of life are not for us, nor are the vain imaginings. Reality, yes. Imagination, yes. But we shall bear in mind the considerable difference between realism and reality, and between fantasy and the fantastic. Something more than a matter of mere terms. Art can attempt to reach beyond the rational norm. Debate has its limitations, scientific inquiry is too dry and much too circumspect. Imagination can be a potent tool. A treatise will not suit our present purpose. This must have the look and feel of action and of life. Some ideas are better left unsaid. Some it is impossible to say. Remember Wittgenstein's dictum that if a man knew the answer to the riddle of the universe, he would be unable to formulate what he knew and saw. Language is just not up to it and will not accommodate the transcendent. Semi-parable is the only way. We have to take a journey through time and space, beyond the usual journey from life to death, birth into non-being, the length of a human life. Do not be afraid of little words with large meanings. The longer the word, the more specific it is. The journey is daunting, both intellectually and imaginatively. Faint heart will fail and never reach the goal. Faint mind will fall, gagging and agog at the huge vista. This is for the bold and the aspiring who possess imagination and temerity, not for the dull and limited and grey. Your age and your experience do not count. Beauty and ugliness are irrelevant here. Knowledge will drag at your ankle like an iron ball. Best leave it at the starting place. Discard it. Your strengths and weaknesses are of very little account. Possessions will fail you, vanishing into the air. Your weapons, of whatever kind, will not protect you from the danger that lies ahead. Danger there will be. We shall not hug the coastline of our known world, as did the ancient traveller who feared the deep. But like our more immediate ancestors, we shall accept the challenge of the unknown seas, trusting to ourselves, to fortitude, to luck, not knowing when or where we shall find land. This is a journey inward, a parable. Where do we start? From what place do we begin? From a merely philosophical position. The merely is deceptive. Our philosophical position is paramount. On it depends the outcome. Better by far if we begin in ignorance, for then we shall not find what we expect. In your beginning is your end, and that is a trap we must avoid at all costs. Let us start from the simplest, the most stark, even from the simplistic. This is our first step. Naming of names, flowing from natural human curiosity, putting places in their place, creating maps, names of places, where to go from here to there, grid systems with names upon them, latitude, longitude, meridians, date lines, continents, planets, stars, star systems, galaxies. How can anything be beyond all that? A thing without a name? But even thing is a name, even or constitute some sort of label. a mere sign denoting, however, something, a presence, another name, waiting for its name to be revealed.